Mga iba't ibang paraan ng pagsagot sa long paragraph na siguradong makakatulong sa iyo na maipasa ang EPS TOPIK exam.
Alam ko hirap ka na sa long paragraph question at halos mabaliw ka na. Bibigyan kita ng idea kung paano mo ito masasagutan. Una, alamin mo muna ang keyword sa question. Ang sabi dito ay gatun-gosun. Ibig sabihin hanapin mo daw ang kaparehong nilalaman or content ng article dito sa paragraph. Sunod mong gawin ay alamin kung saan tungkol ang article na to. Mostly sa mga long paragraph ito ay patungkol sa transportation, pagkain, kultura, sports, or hobbies. Kung makikita mo sa first sentence, mababasa mo agad ang gyotong, which means transportation. Ngayon, hanapin mo naman sa mga choices ang tungkol sa transportation. Pag sinabing transportation, may kinalaman ito sa mga sasakyan. Sa number 1, nabanggit dito ang umsik, which means pagkain. Since hinahanap natin ay may kinalaman sa transportation, ibig sabihin mali na agad ito. Sa number 2 naman, nabanggit ang gyotong. Sa tingin mo ito na ang tamang sagot? Tandaan, since gatun-gosun ang keyword sa question, ang dapat na hanapin natin ay related or may kinalaman sa paragraph na ito. Ang main topic ng article ay about sa transportation. Balikan natin ang number 2. Kung mapapansin mo nabanggit dito ang gyotong, hindi porket nabanggit ay tama na agad. Bigyan kita ng tips. Kung hirap ka pa rin intindihin ang sentence, isa ito sa mga pwede mong gawin. Hanapin mo lang ang buong sentence na ito sa loob ng paragraph at ikumpara mo kung may pinagkaiba. Halimbawa, makikita mo to sa dulo ng paragraph. Isa-isahin mo lang or himay-himayin ang bawat words na makikita mo. Pangalawa, pagtuunan mo din ng pansin ang last word ng bawat sentence. Kagaya ng nun, ibig sabihin ang sentence ay negatibo. Madalas salungat ito sa mga imnida. Ang number 2 ay mali at ang tamang sagot dito ay number 4. Ang number 3 naman ay hindi related sa paragraph kasi ito ay patungkol sa mga empleyado.
I understand the struggle answering the long paragraph, but no worries. I will give you some tricks and tips to answer. First, you have to be good in getting the best keywords from the question. Understanding the question is very important. Now, let's go back to our example and analyze the question. As you notice, the words from this question are very common. I'm pretty sure that you all know this. However, the best keyword here is ryogohamnika, or ryogohata, which means plan or intention to do. With this keyword, you can build an idea or thought right away. Just think, the idea, where did the person planning to go? Does that make sense? Now, since we already have this keyword, the next thing that we need to do is to find this word in this article or paragraph to get the correct answer. Take a look at this. Now, since we've located the keyword on this article, the next is to read the sentence where this keyword is belong. Focus on this. This is the sentence where our keyword is placed. This means we can find the correct answer on this sentence. Which one do you think is match correct to the choices? The correct answer here is none other than number 3. Do you believe in that method? Are you still afraid to answer the long paragraph? Well, I got you. Here's another example for you to easy find an answer and breaking the code. First, you must understand the question. In this example, I sara mun mu osul sasabniga, or what did this person buy? Our clue here will be the sasabniga. Why? Because this pertains to an object that the person brought. Once you understand the question, go to options or choices below. Try to understand and read as fast as you can. Since the clue is sasubniga or buy, this means it pertains to a things or object. This will be our second clue. Again, you don't need to read that long paragraph. It will consume only your time. Now, let us try to find our first clue, sasabniga. Let the hunt begin. Gotcha. Now we've found our first clue. Since buy is a verb, this means it is used with an object. The next thing we need to do is to find the object. Tips: learn how to read Hangul as fast as you can. This will help you to pass the EPS TOPIK exam. Awesome! Do you think that we've got the correct answer? Do you think that this is the object that the person did buy? Let us read the instructions or question first. 이 공장 직원들이 하지 않아도 되는 것은 무엇입니까? Our keyword here will be the jian. This is pertaining to what is not, what should not have, or anything related to not or no. This means that the question is looking for an answer that is not related to the paragraph. Does that make sense? Honestly, I hate reading long paragraph. It will only consume my time to answer the other easy question. That is why I always jump in finding the keyword. If this is the question or keyword, I will jump into the choices below and check it one by one in the paragraph or to see if it was mentioned. If not mentioned, then that will be our answer. Here is the instruction. 다음 글을 읽고 무엇에 대한 글인지 고르십시오. Or, read the following article and choose what it is about. This means that we have to understand the paragraph or the meaning of the article. Honestly, it is really hard to find a clue for this type of test because it is highly required for you to read the paragraph and understand. Let us read the question first. 한국 사람들은 언제 휴가를 많이 갑니까? Or, when do Korean people mostly go on a vacation? Now look at the option or choices below. As you noticed, these are 4 types of seasons in Korea: spring, summer, fall, and winter. So it makes sense that the question is, what season are the Korean people mostly going on a vacation? All right, let us now focus on the paragraph and read the first sentence. 한국에는 봄, 여름, 가을, 겨울 사계절이 있습니다. The 4 types of season was mentioned: spring, summer, fall, and winter. We still don't have the clue. Let's read the second sentences. 봄에는 다대오하고 예쁜 꽃이 핍니다. Spring, pretty, and flowers. Do you think this will be the clue? Let us check the third and fourth sentences. 여름에는 무덥습니다. 여름에는 너무 더워서 일하기가 힘듭니다. 여름, which is summer. 무덥 means it's hot. Then, another 여름 and it's hot. Do you think we are getting the clue? Now let's check the next sentence. 그래서 많은 사람들이 휴가를 갑니다. 사람 means people, 휴가, which means vacation, and 갑니다, or 가다, which means to go. It's getting makes sense, right? Here is the tip. If you get the thought or the idea in each sentence, you will get the right answer. Here is our example long paragraph. This might get hard and confusing. However, I will share you one of my tricks to answer this type of question. Our key word here will be the muotsumnika. You might ask, why? Because if there is muotsumnika, there should be isumnida in the paragraph. As we all know, muot means what and itda means to have. In English world, what is always pertaining to something that has or have. Now, let us go back to the question. Another keyword here will be the soryu, means documents. So the question is, what documents? Let us check the sentence that has our keyword, 있습니다. 모든 일에 대하여 긍정적으로 생각하는 성격을 가지고 있습니다. Did he mention any types of documents? No, there is no documents in the sentence. However, it was mentioned the word 성격, means personality. This is something like the person is introducing the personality or itself. It will also help you to build an idea because of the word jonun at the very first part of the sentence. Now look at the options below. Number 1 is 전세계 약속 or a lease contract. Do you think there is a connection with our keyword? Nope, it is not related. This might seem incorrect. Number 2, 자기소개서 or a letter of self-introduction. This one has a strong connection to our keyword since the person is introducing itself only. And maybe this whole paragraph is a self-introduction letter. Does that make sense now? Let us check the number 3, 군로 계약서, or a labor contract. And the number 4 is 하그리옥 증명서, or a certificate of academic background. The number 3 and 4 are also incorrect. So the answer will be number 2. Now try to read and understand the long paragraph on your own and then comment your thought. As you can see, this is a combination of a long paragraph and fill in the blanks. Our goal is to choose a correct word that fits in the blank. Tips. For a long paragraph like this, try to understand all the choices given first, before reading the paragraph. For example, number 1 is gakapsumnida, or it's close or near. Number 2, pigunhamnida, or it's feeling tired. Number 3, bulpyonhamnida, or it's uncomfortable. Then, number 4, piolihamnida, means it's convenient. Now we know the meaning of each choices. Our next step is to understand the sentence where the blank is placed. Let's read the sentence. 지하철에 타면 어디든지 빠르게 갈 수 있기 때문에 서울의 지하철은 매우 blank. Here is a quick guide on how to get an idea or thought in every sentence. As you've noticed, I've started at the last word of the sentence. This is how we translate and understand the Korean sentence. The next thing you need to do is to arrange the grammar and get the best idea of the context. Also, you must know on how to determine if the sentence either negative or positive. In this sentence, they describe the subway on how you can go fast anywhere in Seoul. This means the most appropriate word and the correct answer here will be piolihamnida, or it's convenient. Let's read the question first. 이 사람은 어디에 전화를 걸었습니까? Or where did this person call? Our keyword here will be OD, which means where, and 전화룰 means telephone or phone, meaning to say, we are looking to a place where the person called. Here is the tip. If you found your keyword, you only have to do is find that words in the long paragraph. This is just like a hunting game. Let's find how many 전화 in this paragraph. As you noticed, we have 4 keywords found from the paragraph. Let us check the first one. For you to be able to understand, you have to read the entire sentence where the keyword is placed. 집에 도착하여서 지하철 분실물 센터에 전화를 걸었습니다. In English, when I got home, I called the subway Lost and Found Center. With this sentence, we've already got the correct answer to our question, and since the word 분실물 센터에 is before the word 전화. Now check the other sentence where the 전화 is placed. Do we have the same answer? If you're still confused, try the other method to verify your answer. You only need to do is match the word from the choices and find it in the paragraph. This is the best practice that I can share. Let us read the question first. 이 글의 내용과 다른 것을 고르십시오. Our keyword here will be 다른 것, which means different, from the root word 다르다, or to be different. Meaning to say, the question is to choose the sentence which is something different from the paragraph. This is the same with an, jian, or baru jian nun, which means false statement. If we see those words from the question, we will have to find the wrong information or not related to the paragraph. Does that make sense? Focus on the choices below. Number 1 said, 에 사람이 다니는 공장은 113 교대를 합니다. In English, the factory where this person works has 3 shifts a day. As you noticed, 113 교대를 was mentioned, and it has the same in the paragraph. Il means day, Sam, 3, and gyude means shift. The thought here is 3 shift a day. This means this sentence is related to the paragraph. Same with number 2, they have the same exact word from the paragraph, which are haru yodolp sikan il, means 8 hours a day, and another words, chogwa sudangal badsubnida. In short, overtime. The thought here will be, if you work more than 8 hours a day, you will be paid overtime. Number 3, they've also have the same words from the paragraph. Haru에 열 시간씩 일을 하고 있습니다. They just change the 10 to yol, but they have the same meaning. The answer here will be number 4. Why? Focus to this sentence. Then, focus to the number 4. From the paragraph said that, I don't work on Sunday, while the statement from number 4 is, I also work on Sundays. Do you see the difference? Now it makes sense why the question is looking for something that is not related or opposite to the paragraph. How hard do you find this long paragraph? First, you might think that this is hard and confusing because there are 4 blanks in this paragraph and there is only 1 word each choices. Here is the tip. Try to read the first sentence in this paragraph where the blank is placed.
에고소온 한국의 blank입니다.
This is Korean blank imnida. With this sentence and this keyword, egusun, we've already a hint. As you can see, there is a Korean flag here. Now go to the choices. You may see the flag is also included, which is number 1, gugki, or national flag. If you connect to our sentence, it says this is a Korean national flag. Makes sense? Let us check the other options. Number 2 is nara, means nationality. 3 is segkal, means color. And number 4 is yogsa, means history. Another way for you to get the correct answer is to understand the question. The key word here is gongtongaru, which means in common. Meaning to say, these 4 sentences that has a blank or missing word have in common, or they are describing one thing, which is the flag. For example, the second sentence. If you connect the word gugki, the thought here will be, each country has its own flag. Does that make sense? Some of these words might be our keywords in every questions. However, there are some questions that might trick you like this example. With this type of question, you just have to get the main idea. The easiest way for you to get the correct answer is to play matching words. For example, find this word in this paragraph. Let's start here. Take note of this. You always have to check each sentence so that you can make sure with your answer. Great! Since we found our keyword, the next thing we need to do is to check the sentence where this word is placed. Now focus to the choices. Which one of these options that has the same word from the sentence where our keyword is placed? Focus to number 1. You may notice that these words are part of the sentence with our keyword. Do you think this will be the correct answer? Let us check. The main thought of the question is, what does this student wanted to be? Now let us check our answer. Focus to this sentence. To become, player, soccer, famous, dream, and I. The main idea here is, my dream is to become a famous soccer player, which means the answer to this question is number 1. Remember this. If you were having a hard time understanding the long paragraph, the best way for you to answer is to understand the question and get a keyword. I notice that some of you don't want to read the long paragraph and they just skip or doing the magic hula imnida and chamba imnida technique. Am I right or correct? Don't lie. Let us go back to our example. As you notice, this is not the type of question where we have to find the wrong, the same, or correct description. Now, if you can't understand the question or unable to read, you only need is to pick one word or a keyword and then find it inside this article. Let me give you an example. I will be using the word mani as my keyword because this is the main focus of the question. Now, I am going to find my keyword in this long paragraph. Take a look at this. Since we've located all the keywords in this article, the next thing we need to do is to know the word which is described by man-e, and then match to this choices. Take a look at this. The correct answer should be number 4. To verify your answer, You can also find the words from the question in this sentence. Does that make sense? I don't have enough vocabs. I can't understand the long paragraph. What should I do? Let me tell you a secret. First, understand the question. Our keyword here will be the anoon, which means to choose the statement which is not related or not in this paragraph. Since we don't have enough vocabs and can't understand these sentences, the best thing you need to do is to connect the dot or play the matching games. Here's how it works. Focus to number 1. We only need to do is to find any of these words in the paragraph. Now let's start. As you noticed, yakul mogta and yakul badasumnida is different. This is I drink medicine, and this one I received medicine. It seems this words from option 1 is not here in this paragraph. Probably this will be the correct answer. Now let's check number 2. As you can see, it has the same words and the same meaning. This means 2 is incorrect. Let us check number 3. Boisa means doctor. Since he was in the hospital, he probably saw a doctor. This could be also incorrect. Now let's check number 4. As you notice, they have the same words. This means option 4 is also incorrect. Now you already know how this game works. This is the best way for you to get the correct answer in case you were having a hard time understanding the sentence. Most of you, the answer to this question was 2, but that is incorrect. Let me tell you why. First, let us understand the question. Here is one of the key from the question that you should know. This means you have to choose what it is about or the main idea of the paragraph. Tips. If the choices is either one word or 2 words, the best thing you need to do is to translate or understand them first. Once done, you have to connect it to the paragraph. Focus to the choices below. Since you already know the meaning of each choices, let us now understand or find a keyword from this paragraph. Wisa and bang are the keywords here. With these words, you might think that the number 2 is the right answer, but it is not. You have to think first, what kind of rooms are there? Take a look at this. There are exercise rooms, reading rooms, taking naps, and rooms where you can talk. As you noticed, these are types of hobbies or activities where you can do in the basement of the company. Also, this is not a room and board. The meaning of the room and board is an accommodation where money is involved, meaning to say you have to pay for it. The correct answer here will be number 1. This is not about lunch meal or a vacation. This is about hobbies where you can do what you want in these rooms. You might want to ask, how do I finish this long paragraph in just 1 minute? The answer is no. You don't need to read all of these sentences, and it might take you to forever. My tips is to find only the clue or key word. Let us start with reading and understanding the instructions. The clue here will be the sunsiodero, which means in order. If this will be the instruction, I might be focused in these answers or choices. As you can see, all of the choices are ending in jip. This means that jip is at the last part of this paragraph. Tips in finding the key words. You must be fast in reading word by word. This is like a hunting game. Let us find the first key word. I'm pretty sure that this will be in the beginning of the paragraph. 이번 주에는 공장에 일이 많아서 날마다 야근을 했습니다. As you noticed, gongjang was mentioned. This means this will be our first key word. Before I forget, jeep is at the last part of this long paragraph. So, what do you think would be the best answer for this question? You only need to find the second and the third key word. I will give you a hint. Try to start at the last part of this paragraph before the last key word we've found. Let us know your answer and leave a comment.
Narito ang mga dapat mong malaman kung nag-uumpisa ka palang mag-aral ng Hangul. Umpisahan mo sa Korean alphabet at kung paano isulat at basahin. Para lang yang mga kindergarten na nag-uumpisang mag-aral. Kapag kabisado mo na ang pagsulat at pagbasa ng Korean alphabet, sunod mong gawin ay ang pag-memorize or familiarize ng mga Korean vocabulary. Ang pinakamabisang pag-memorize or pag-familiarize ay ang paggawa ng flashcards by category. Narito ang mga dapat mong unang kabisaduhin. Korean numbers, days, months, at ang pagbasa ng oras. Ngayong maalam ka ng magbasa at sumulat ng Korean alphabet at alam mo na rin ang mga basic Korean words. Ang sunod mong gawin ay ang pagko-conjugate. Napakahalagang malaman mo kung paano kino-conjugate ang Korean words kasi nagbabago ang itsura nito at maaring magbago ang meaning depende sa context ng isang sentence. Halimbawa, ang base form na gada, which means to go. Para ma-conjugate mo to sa present form, alisin mo lang ang da at ipalit mo ang yo. Kung past tense form naman, gawin mo lang na gasumnida. Napakadali lang, di ba? Siguro naman maalam ka ng mag-conjugate at alam mo na rin ang mga most common Korean particles. Ang sunod mong pag-aralan ay ang mga Korean verb ending. Napaka-importante nito sa reading at mostly maririnig mo to sa mga conversations sa listening part. Halimbawa, odudweyo at myondweyo. Ang odudweyo ay asking a permission. Kung sa Tagalog ito ay nakikiusap or humihingi ka ng permission. Opposite naman ito ng myondweyo. Ibig sabihin, ito naman ay nagbibigay ng permission. Pakinggan mo to.
이 기계를 사용해도 돼요?
아니요. 기계를 끄면 안 돼요.
Isa lamang yan sa mapapakinggan mo sa actual listening part. Siguro naman maalam ka na mag-conjugate at alam mo na rin ang mga basic Korean words na dapat mong kabisaduhin. Ang sunod mong aaralin ay ang mga Korean particles at verb ending. Sobrang dami nito at nakakalito kaya kailangan mong pagtuunan ng pansin. Para mas mapadali ang buhay mo, este ang pag-aaral mo. Gumawa ako ng reviewer na makikita mo sa Google Drive. Ilan lamang ito sa mga madalas mong makita sa EPS topic questions. Halimbawa na lang ng wa, gwa, rang, irang at hago. Ito ay tinatawag na mga linking particles. Sa Ingles ito ay and. Ginagamit lang ang mga ito para pagkonektahin ang dalawang verbs, adverbs, or kahit adjectives. Ngayong alam mo na ang mga dapat mong pag-aralan, conjugations, particles, verb ending, at ang mga keywords sa questions at graph. Ang sunod mong gawin ay ipagpatuloy lang ang pagkabisado ng mga Korean vocabs. Hanggat maaari, paramihin mo ang mga nalalaman mo. Huwag mo muna pagtuunan ng pansin ang grammar at baka tuluyan ka lang mabaliw. At least 5 to 10 words ang idagdag mo araw-araw. Malaking bagay na to kesa tumunganga ka dyan. At kapag marami ka ng alam na vocabs, maaari ka ng mag-math test. Napakalaking silbi ang pagma-math test kasi dito ka masasanay sa pagsagot sa exam at dito mo maia-apply ang mga napag-aralan mo.